Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm back again with another video. Today I want to do a video about the battle of the Ultra devices. The battle of the Ultra devices. Now, I'm not going to cover every single thing about these three phones. Just the main things that are important to me. All right? So, just want to say that right from the beginning. Now, you got the Note 20 Ultra, the Mi 11 Ultra, and the S20 Ultra. All three are quote unquote ultra devices. All right. But will the real ultra device stand up? It will at the end of this video. First, let's talk about the display. Now, with the Note 20 Ultra, you have a 6.9-inch Quad HD dynamic AMOLED display, 6.9 inches. Okay. Beautiful device. Beautiful display. With the Mi 11 Ultra, you got a 6.8-inch Quad HD plus AMOLED display. HDR10 plus, same as that. Beautiful display. 1700 nits peak brightness. This is definitely the brightest of these other two devices by far, not even close. Then you have the S20 Ultra, 6.9-inch Quad HD dynamic AMOLED display, same as the Note 20 Ultra. All three has the capability of 120 hertz. The difference is you can't use the Note 20 Ultra or the S20 Ultra at Quad HD resolution with 120 hertz. You can with the Mi 11. So for me, the Mi 11 has the better display for these reasons. It gets much, much brighter. It's more sharper, more vivid, more punchy. Just looks better in my opinion. It's just a beautiful display. Now, I'm not saying that these other two devices are not beautiful. Of course they are, but this is just way brighter, and you can use 120 hertz at full resolution. And that's important to me. That ain't going to be important to everybody, but that's important to me. So for me, Mi 11 has better display. Next, the dual stereo speakers. All three of these devices have dual stereo speakers. With the Samsung devices, they're tuned by AKG. But when it comes to overall loudness and sound quality, the Mi 11 sounds better. Harman Kardon tuned speakers, dual stereo speakers, and the difference with these speakers are you got separate speakers. You got a speaker at the top here, yeah, right there, and you got a speaker at the bottom that's separate from the earpiece. With the Samsung, you got the top on both of those devices in the earpiece, and you got one down-firing speaker. These speakers are definitely much louder and has better overall sound quality than that of the Note 20 and the S20 Ultra. Next, let's talk about RAM. Now, all three of these devices come with 12 gigs of RAM. But when it comes to overall RAM management, the Note 20 Ultra and the S20 Ultra is vastly superior to that of the Mi 11 Ultra. I don't know why the RAM management is not that good in this phone. I don't know if it's my particular unit or not, but the RAM management for this thing having 12 gigs of RAM, it's not good. Because every single time I use an app and I go right back to use it, maybe a minute later, it's then already refreshed. So I don't know what's wrong with the RAM management with the Mi 11 Ultra, but when it comes to RAM management, it's better in both the Samsung devices. Next, let's talk about internal storage. Now, the Note 20 Ultra starts at 128 gigs, and the S20 Ultra starts at 128 gigs of internal storage. However, with the Mi 11 Ultra, starts out at 256, and you could take it up to 512. Now, this is the 512 gig model that I have here. So when it comes to the Mi 11 Ultra, when it comes to base storage, you're going to get more from the Mi 11 Ultra. Next, let's talk about expandable storage. Now, when it comes to expandable storage, the Note 20 Ultra and the S20 Ultra can expand this, the storage up to 1 terabyte. There is no expandable storage on the Mi 11 Ultra, and that's a bummer because this is such a great device, and that's something that was, something that they should have put on this phone. If you could put expandable storage on a budget phone, I'm not understanding why you can't put it on a premium device. that's 3 times, if not 4 times more expensive than the budget devices. I don't get it. But advantage, Samsung. Next, let's talk about the cameras. Now, when it comes to cameras, this is always going to be subjective. It's going to be, personal preference. I'll say this. When it comes to overall camera quality, all 3 of these phones are great. Now, my personal preference, if I just had to say which phone had a slight edge over the other 2, I would have to go with the Note 20 Ultra. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I took pictures with this, every single picture I took was great and consistent across the board. Like sometimes you take photos of certain things and some photos are better than other. I'm not having that issue with this. Every single picture that I've taken with this phone has been great and it's been consistent. The Mi 11 takes great pictures as well and video. I'm talking about video too. Awesome. But not every single picture is 100% on point. But it's running neck and neck with the Note 20 Ultra. S20 Ultra is great too, but you still got that little bit of issue when it comes to the focusing. Sometimes it hunts a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as it was when it first was released. Because Samsung dropped a whole lot of updates, so it's not that bad at all. But you're not having any of those problems with focusing with the Note 20 Ultra or the Mi 11 Ultra. No issues at all when it comes to focus, because both of these devices have laser autofocus. Keep that in mind. There's no laser autofocus on the S20 Ultra. Also, keep this in mind when it comes to zoom capabilities. The Note 20 Ultra can zoom only up to 50 times. The S20 Ultra can zoom up to 100 times. But the Mi 11 Ultra can zoom up to 120 times. Now, is that the biggest deal in the world? Absolutely not, because once you get past 30 times zoom, for the most part, the picture quality is going to go down dramatically. So from one time zoom to, say, 30 times, all 3 of these are really awesome. They're really great. They're really good. Anything past that is not that great. But if you want to see a little bit further, and I'm not saying this for photos, no, 120 is not good for taking no photo. But if you need to see a little further, if you're trying to see something, you're going to get the most zoom on the Mi 11 Ultra. Next, let's talk about the IR blaster. Now, that's a universal remote control. Only the Mi 11 Ultra offers a IR blaster, and I love that. Samsung used to offer that on their devices back to the Note 4. But after the Note 4, they removed it from their devices. So big up and kudos to Mi 11 for having the IR blaster, because I love that and it definitely comes in handy. Next, let's talk about the battery life. Now, with the Note 20, you got a 4,500 milliamp battery. With the Mi 11 Ultra, you have a 5,000 milliamp battery. And with the S20 Ultra, you have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. But when it comes to overall battery life, it's not even close. The Mi 11 Ultra gets better battery life than both these devices. Now, of course, this has the least battery of these two because their capacity is the same. But I'm getting 2 full days with heavy usage with the Mi 11 Ultra. With the S20 Ultra, I can get about a day and a half. So that's really not that bad. But keep in mind, that's at 1080p with 120 hertz. I'm getting 2 full days with quad HD resolution and 120 hertz with 100% brightness. So y'all tell me that's way better. And with the Note 20 Ultra, I can get a full day. That's it. Not even a day and a half, full day. That's 100% brightness, always on display, using heavy, 1 day. So a day and a half, 2 full days, and a day. Both of these 1080p, 120 hertz. This is quad HD, 120 hertz. All 3 100% brightness, and always on display on all the time. So when it comes to battery life, it's not even close. It's the Mi 11 Ultra, and also the standby time on the Mi 11 Ultra completely blows the Note 20 and the S20 Ultra away. Like literally, like when I don't use this phone, it don't eat battery at all. Like 100% usually for like 6-7 hours my phone will stay at 100%. So it's not even close when it comes to battery life overall. Next, let's talk about battery charging speed. So now with the Note 20 Ultra, 25 watt fast charging is the most you're going to get out of this. With the S20 Ultra, you can use this. This is capable of 45 watt super fast charging. But with the Mi 11 Ultra, 67 watt super fast charging. You can charge this phone from 0 to 100%, 36 minutes. With the S20 Ultra, 0 to 100% in 58 minutes, which is still good. And of course, you're going to take over an hour with the Note 20 Ultra with 25 watt fast charging. So when it comes to charging speeds, it's not even close. It's the Mi 11 Ultra with 67 watt wired super fast charging. Now, when it comes to wireless charging, Note 20 Ultra, 15 watts, S20 Ultra, 15 watts, the Mi 11 Ultra, 67 watt super fast wireless charging. So the same speed for the wired charging is the same speed for the wireless charging. So when it comes to battery charging speeds, the Mi 11 Ultra completely annihilates the Note 20 Ultra and the S20 Ultra. Next, when it comes to reverse wireless charging, otherwise known as power share, you're getting 4.5 watts reverse wireless charging on the Note 20 Ultra. With the S20 Ultra, you're getting 9 watts of reverse wireless charging. And on the Mi 11 Ultra, you're getting 10 watts reverse wireless charging. So when it comes to reverse wireless charging, otherwise known as power share, the Mi 11 Ultra gives you the most wattage when it comes to reverse wireless charging. Next, secondary display. Now, only the Mi 11 Ultra has a secondary display in the rear. And not only with this, you get the time, date, battery percentage in the day. You can also answer calls. You can decline calls. You can get your notifications, text messages, control your media, all from this secondary display. Use it as a viewfinder, take photos, all of that with this secondary display. Neither one of the Samsung devices comes with a secondary display on the rear. Next, let's talk about the in-display fingerprint sensor. All three has an in-display fingerprint sensor. However, both Samsung devices come with an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. And with the Mi 11 Ultra, it's an optical in-display fingerprint sensor. But which one is fastest? Definitely the Mi 11. And also you get an animation. Let me show you what that looks like. See that animation? Sometimes it can mess with me, but it's a good fingerprint sensor. I guess I always don't put my finger on there properly. Now, I'll say it's pretty even between this one and the Note 20 Ultra. But the thing I like about the Mi 11 fingerprint sensor better is that it has haptic feedback. So you get a little vibration when you hit it. And they give you up to 5 to 6 different animations that you can use, that you could change what it looks like when you press down on the fingerprint sensor. You get really no animation on the Samsung devices at all. But all of them are decent. But I would say as far as speed, the Note 20 Ultra and the Mi 11 Ultra is pretty similar when it comes to speed. Now, sometimes this seems to be faster. Sometimes this seems to be faster. It just depends. But I actually overall, I like the fingerprint sensor on the Mi 11 just a little bit better. This one is a little slow. I don't know why. Sometimes it's really delayed. It could be because of the pre-installed screen protector on it. I don't know. I probably have to take it off to see, but sometimes it could be kind of delayed. Next, let's talk about face unlock. Now, when it comes to face unlock, it's not even close. Mi 11 Ultra has clearly the best face unlock. It's 100% accurate. I always have issues with Samsung's face unlock, at least on these two devices. Not accurate. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't. Sometimes I don't have nothing on my face and it say don't recognize face. So it's frustrating with both of these devices when it comes to face unlock. With the face unlock on the Mi 11 Ultra, it's super fast, no issues whatsoever. and the raise the wake is ridiculously fast. If you use the raise the wake with the face unlock on the Mi 11 Ultra, you will never ever use your fingerprint sensor because you won't get a chance to. That's how fast it is. All right. Next, let's talk about performance. Now, with the Note 20 Ultra, of course, you got the Snapdragon 865 Plus. S20 Ultra, you have the Snapdragon 865. And with the Mi 11 Ultra, you have the Snapdragon 888. So this has the newer processor, but it's not just newer processor. Xiaomi phones are just faster than Samsung phones, period. Because I have a Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro 5G that's still faster than the Note 20 Ultra and faster than the S20 Ultra, and they all came out in the same year. The Mi 10 Pro 5G came out in 2019. Not 2019, I'm sorry, 2020 with the Mi 11, with the Note 20 Ultra and the S20 Ultra, and it's still faster than both these devices. It's super fast. I don't know what Xiaomi does, but their phones are blazing fast. So when it comes to performance, you're going to get better performance on the Mi 11 Ultra. And keep in mind, all three of these devices have Android 12 and will receive Android 13. Next, let's talk about customization and features. All three of these devices are loaded with features and are highly customizable. Now, it just depends. Now, when it comes down to like which UI you like best, that might make a difference. But when it comes down to just features and being able to customize your phone however you want it, you're not going to have an issue with either three of these phones at all. None at all. Next, let's talk about build quality. Now, the Note 20 Ultra comes with Gorilla Glass Victus on the front and the back. S20 Ultra comes with Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and the back. And the Mi 11 Ultra comes with Gorilla Glass Victus on the front and a ceramic back. So the ceramic back is a harder material. It's a little bit more durable. So when it comes to build quality, the Mi 11 Ultra has the better build quality. But how does the phone feel in the hand with all three of these? You're gonna love the feel of all three of these devices without a case in your hand. Now, the one that I would prefer, I would say, far as I guess, okay, how I put it. Okay, so you got a glossy back with the Mi 11 Ultra. You got a glossy back with the S20 Ultra. So I'm definitely going to go with the Note 20 Ultra because it has a matte finish. So the phone is not super slippery in my hand. With these two, it's like a bar of soap. So I cannot use these two devices without a case. I just can't. They're just too slippery. But I love how these phones feel without a case. They feel super premium. All right. So you can't go wrong with the build quality with either one of these phones, but the better build quality is the Mi 11 Ultra because that's ceramic back. And the last thing, let's talk about operating system. So, of course, with the Samsung, you got One UI, and with the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, you got the Mi UI. Now, when it comes to my preference, when it comes to UIs, I gotta go with One UI because it's organized a lot better, and it's one-handed friendly, where you could bring everything down easily to be able to navigate through your device. So when it comes to UIs, I definitely got to go with Samsung on that. But I do like MIUI. It's cool, but it's just not it's not as organized the way I like it, what I'm used to, and it's not one-handed friendly like that of the Samsung devices. All right, so in my opinion, will the real Ultra device please stand up? For me, it's going to be the Mi 11 Ultra. I absolutely love this device. It's the heaviest device out of the three. This display is just so amazing. I'm telling you, it gets so bright. I love it. The colors are so rich, vivid, it's sharp. The all three, I forgot to mention, all three are IP68 water and dust resistant, which is great. The battery life on this thing is crazy. The reverse wireless charging is great. The wireless charging is great. The standby time is awesome. The cameras are awesome. Okay. That's just to name a few. I mean, the performance is better. It's just, this phone is just Awesome. Button placement is excellent. Easy to get to the buttons. IR blaster on board. Universal remote control. Loving this phone. Just loving it. No bezels at all. When you watch media content on it, it is just superb. Better speakers. The audio through the USB Type-C port is great. Call quality, something I never really talk about, is awesome and great. For me, this is the better phone. Now, everyday usage, the phone that never comes out of my pocket, that's going to be the Note 20 Ultra. This phone never, ever comes out of my pocket. Why? That S Pen, and I need the expandable storage. Now, this comes with 512 gigs, which is good, but I got a 1 terabyte SD card in there, along with the 256 gigs. Along with the 128 gigs that come with the phone. So I'm the type of person that need a terabyte because I store a lot of movies on my phone. That way I don't have to worry about streaming anything and worrying about having an internet connection and all that. No, I just put all my movies directly on my SD card and I'm good to go. And this has a terabyte capability, card as well. So I love all three of these phones, but to me, this is an ultra phone in every sense of the word. It beats out both of these phones, in my opinion, when it comes to that word ultra. When you're using that word ultra, this is the definition of a real ultra device. Okay? In every way with the batteries better. Cameras are pretty even across the board, but it's better performance, speakers. It's just better in so many different categories. But I love all three. But to me, this is the real ultra device. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know some of you are going to agree. Some of you are not going to agree. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Your opinion is your opinion. This is based on not only my opinion, but my experience with all three of these devices over a long period of time. And the Mi 11 Ultra is that device when it comes to using the word ultra. This is an ultra device. No question about it. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. If you like this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload another video. Do appreciate it. You guys take care, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.